Alright, y'all, welcome back to another Pokemon Pocket video. As always, we're here and we're excited as it is almost Pokemon Day, which means more Pokemon Pocket news, which means we are that much closer to the new set that is coming out. With the leaks that are happening and getting thrown out there, I kind of want to take my own just kind of vision of cards that I would like to see in the new set. As you can already see here, a Dragonite EX would be wonderful, but we're gonna dive into some other cards that I also think would be great. So without further ado, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, and click that notification bell button so that you do not miss out on a thing. All right, y'all, we're gonna get to 10,000 subscribers, but with your help. So let's make that happen. Alright, a Dragonite EX card would be amazing. This is like the Terraform, because people love Terra, but I kind of like this flow of things. I think having, maybe it might be too easy of an attack because it only needs the water and the electric attack here, but kind of make Dragonite good, right? Dragonite is just such a beloved Pokemon. Ever since the movie, they threw the satchel on it and you're just kind of love it, right? And they've done really well with it in the shows, showing it's so powerful. And while Draco Meteor is a really cool move, oftentimes you're missing is this H2 mon, so you're already having inconsistencies with that. And then you need 4 energy on top of it in order to attack. I think something like this EX where it's you play around here, it's flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 140 more damage. If tails, during your next turn, this Pokemon can attack. You're already flipping coins. It's already RNG for where Draco Meteor is hitting. So being able to play around with that, still get that RNG kind of sense to do double damage. I don't know if it's 280 worth of damage, but double the damage, or not being able to attack the next turn, but having being a tank, being maybe it's the first 200 HP mon. That feels like it really falls in line with what Dragonite could be, this monstrous pseudo-legendary tank, and really building it up in the EX. And speaking of which, I think another cool EX, another fan favorite Pokemon is Lucario. I think we were hoping to see Lucario in the Gen 4, and we got Licky instead. And nothing wrong with the Licky, that base 100, and then you get, was it 40 damage per heads that you roll, is cool. Ain't nobody mad, and the artwork is great, but who wouldn't want Lucario? I think this is really cool because you could have 1-in-1 or 2 Lucario EXs and 1 base Lucario, in which that you're able to power up your own Lucario with the ability coaching, and then being able to then just kind of attack from here. Having 2 moves I really like with EX mons have that availability in Pokemon Pocket. And I think this is really cool. It's just a simple low sweep, 160 Aurus Field, deal 50 to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Lucario is all about the hands, right? It's not looking to do anything crazy. It's not looking to do anything that is unnecessary or over the top. It's just here to beat you down. It's just here to fight, and I like that. I like the simplicity of the moves, and I kind of like the fact that with Aura Sphere, it goes through your opponent and hits towards the back as well too. I like both I like a normal attack and this kind of ability of attack. Again, assort the numbers to make it pocket range and not this TCG standard. But I think this is really cool, and kind of the 2 Pokemon that I would look forward to the most. I mean, outside of, Giratina EX, Arceus EX, I feel those are given out. Of the 2 starters, I feel is a given because we saw Infernape but not Torterra and Empoleon. And so just kind of what other Pokemon from the ones that we have right now that could use some EX love, I think Lucario and Dragonite are great candidates. Let me know. Do you like these Pokemon choices, or what would you choose for yourself? All right, so let's move on to this right here, which I think would be really, really cool. Okay, so Buddy Poffin is like the Combi. And so you can search up your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon with 70 HP or less and put them onto your bench. Maybe this goes to like 60 HP, not 70 HP, just because like they're higher, obviously, health damages in the standard TCG. Maybe this even goes to 50, so that way you're not totally breaking things. But I like the fact that it allows you to immediately put them on your bench, and you can still attack with it that way. Possibly, sip an energy. I don't know. Maybe this is just like the Pokeball and I'm not seeing the vision. But for some reason, I feel like being able to put something on your bench right away just feels good. Maybe you have the stage 1 in your hand and you automatically know that this is what's gonna happen. Maybe you run like one of these with your 2 Pokeballs. Maybe you don't run Pokeballs anymore. You run, I don't know. But I saw this card, it intrigued me, and I was just kind of like, let's talk about it with y'all. What do y'all think? Do you think this is a card that could fit here, or do you think Pokeball is enough? Now, something that I do think that would be like really, really cool is that like we've already seen Volknor, right? Like that you get your 2 electric energies from the discard pile, but Night Stretcher says put a Pokemon or a basic energy card from your discard pile into your hand. Obviously we don't have energy cards, so put a Pokemon from your discard pile into your hand. I like this, especially if we can give Rhyperior some support. Rhyperior, if you didn't know, has a 4 energy attack for 150, but you discard the top 3 cards. So like, even if this is like put a Pokemon or a supporter from your discard pile into your hand, maybe that's just too busted to like be able to fairly pull your supporter. But I feel like put a random Pokemon or a random supporter back into your hand. Just give Rhyperior like a chance to be good. It's already like such high energy needed to attack, and you're losing cards on top of it as well. If we have this kind of card, Night Stretcher, it kind of helps assist that and kind of makes Rhyperior at least thought of being playable. Do you know what I mean? And like, I think that'd be pretty cool to like resurrect a dead card. And then I would love to see more tools added, and one of which is like a rescue board. This allows you to have 1 less cost of a retreat cost. I think pulling something like this, the cool part again is just remember that tools don't go away, whereas like things like Leaf and XP do. So being able to attach this tool to cards that have just like 1 star, allowing that free retreat as well. This says if it's HP's 30 or less, it has no retreat cost. Cool. That's like also like a free there. Like we also have cards like Cyrus that allow you to like put the Pokemon right back up to the active spot, so like they can't retreat away for good, but allowing you to get yourself an extra turn here and there seems pretty sweet. I kind of like this and can see like this fitting into Pocket as is. And then I think the last card, it says special energy, but I would treat this as like a Pokemon tool card, and I would love for this to like work for dragon types. So as long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides every type of energy, provides only 1 energy at a time. I think this is sweet. I think this solves your 2 color energies that are needed. Like all of your dragon types now have this, but you need to like draw it from your deck. You also need to have your card assembled. You also need to be attached to it. Maybe you even just say this is only for dragon types, so that way your other cards don't go crazy. Because then you're just like running dual color, tricolor things all of the time. But I think we need something to like fix the color zone, or at least make it you have a little bit more control over it, because the RNG feels bad. There's literally nothing worse And then having your Garchomp online and just getting 6 fighting energies in a row, or even worse, getting your Dragonite online and all you can find is electric energy. Just like you want these cards to be playable, you want these cards to be a lot of fun. People love those dragon types as well. So like having something like this to help mitigate that energy in some kind of way would be really cool. But let me know, y'all, like these are some kinds of cards that I would love to see between the Pokemon, between the items, between the tools. If there are other things, I'd love to see what you all come up with. Drop them down in the comment section down below, and I just can't wait to read and respond to you all. As always, if you've enjoyed this video, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, click the notification bell button so that you do not miss out on a thing. Until the next one, y'all, peace.